Cappuccino. Okay, so today we had a bit of a... I think when it's... I find it actually, I don't know about you, but I find it stressful if somebody comes along on Facebook or YouTube and you have a bit of a debate with them and it doesn't... It's not very, it's very unpleasant, and that's what happened today, and it happens every week. And I suppose the fault is on my side for thinking that I can intellectually challenge them. Yeah, that I can, but there's no point, and they'll cheat and lie, so you're wasting time. So there's no point. So you've got to like work it out fairly quickly, and I think I wasted too much time today on one particular guy arguing about gender, and he was insisting there's only two genders, which is fundamentally false. I had to look at sort of research papers and stuff about it. It is quite a kind of confusing word. There's a lot of dichotomy in it when you're reading about it. But from the very, very basic assessment, there has to be, well, there is multiple genders, but there has to be at least three in my estimation, anyway. So this guy was just like adamant, no, it was only two, and it didn't, you just argue about everything and not, just a thick bastard, yeah. So I wasted too much mental energy, and then I was outside for a while, I came back in, and I was looking at this comment and from this other lassie. They were both kind of ganging up on me together, and they were both insisting there's only two genders. There is more than two genders, and I just thought, what the fuck am I doing with these idiots? So I just blocked both of them. So I think like Facebook, well, YouTube is easy. I find it easier to manage negative comments. So there's a guy came on today and says, why do you keep posting shite videos or something like that? And I just blocked him immediately. And it was like, you know, why would you bother? That's the way to do it, innit? Just block them immediately, get rid of them. Bye. Because they can still watch the videos, but they can't comment. Whereas Facebook's slightly different. So it's actually quite draining. Well, I find it draining. I mean, I don't know what it's like. Maybe full-time politician. Well, when I mean full-time, being a politician or something like that. We are dealing with stuff like that all the time, day in and day out. So it actually affects me, my mental health, yeah. And I think it's just frustration, and it's also it's not good. And as Jordan Peterson says, people are not listening to you, move on. And I think I maybe left it a little bit, you know, too long before I moved on with this particular individual. And that daft lassie. I think what he was kind of saying, why am I in this group? It's a ULEZ group. And I think, so there's a kind of box ticking scenario where people will tend to follow specific things, tick, and they won't be into other specific things, which in real life isn't actually like that. It's almost like you have to be a socialist or something if you believe, I don't know, like multiculturalism or something. Whereas you could believe in multiculturalism, but you could still be a conservative. You know, because quite a lot of immigrants are conservatives. So I think not everything's quite as simple as what some people like that would think. It's almost like you're sort of forced into these specific categories. Whereas it might be like you wouldn't like Donald Trump, for example, in their minds, whereas I do. So it's almost because it's not considered to be, you know, he's a Republican, he's so conservative. But then in some ways I'm a small c conservative. In some ways. So it's like all these sort of different things. I think there's a lack of nuance or understanding with a lot of these different topics. So on the internet. And so for example, because I was in that page, it's because I don't believe in the clean air zones. So I don't believe in green communism. So therefore they are thinking, because you are transgender, that therefore you should believe in green communism, and therefore you're the enemy, or you should believe in clean air zones, but I don't, you know. So it's just that thing where you don't have to follow all these different little tick boxing groups. So I think that's enough of that for that just now. Thanks for watching. Yabble, 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 yabble. I'll feel better in the morning. Bye.